Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. You are welcome back to our training today on Zoho inventory. Welcome to our training on Zoho inventory. So today we're going to look at step-by-step guide for small business owners and accountants on how to manage inventory using Zoho software. So my name is Hakim Mustafa. I'm the lead consultant at Brattle Concept Consult. Now let's get started. Okay, so today we're going to look at some basic things about inventory and Zoho books and accounting software. We're going to start with introduction of Brattle Concept, what are accounting software, Zoho inventory, and structure. Then if time permits, we look at other things. So about Brattle Concept Consult. For those who have been with us for some time, you know what Brattle Concept means. And we are a professional consulting company. We carry out certain things, including training, and part of which we are listed below. So we also support companies with accounting software implementations, the like of Zoho books and inventory, QuickBooks, desktop, online, Sage 50 desktop, Sage 1, online Sage, and the rest. Our mission is to help small businesses automate their finances in a way to maximize their profitability and be able to keep accurate record. We've also engaged in training professionals, both paid and free trainings from time to time, part of which we are going to go through today. Okay, please, can you confirm if you can hear me? Use the chat box. Don't unmute, please. Use the chat box to confirm if you can hear me. Okay, thank you very much. And you can see my screen. At bottom of the concept, some of the training we carry out include data analysis training. We also carry out bookkeeping services, including training, cloud accounting solutions with training. We also carry out corporate trainings, and we sell 2 regular courses. One is data entry and record keeping, while the other one is Excel 0 to Hero. The data entry record keeping, the link will be shared with us in the group for us to see what and what this entails. This includes digital skill like cloud storage, digital forms, invoicing software, inventory software, part of what we are training today, how to use some basic AI tools, program management tools, meeting scheduling tools, and also for other trainings. Both are 30 days training each. They are 30 days training. So by the end of 30 days, you are well equipped with some basic digital tools, and you will no longer be a novice when it comes to digital tools. When we talk about accounting software, we are all aware that when we talk about accounting software, this is software we use to keep our record in a way that helps us to be able to have accurate reporting. It is used to get accurate reporting. So without proper accounting software, it might be difficult for us to generate a report. And I know most of us we started with Excel, and while some are still using Excel, I want you to know that accounting software cannot be compared to Excel, because accounting software will give you ultimate support and give you more accurate report than Microsoft Excel. When we make a sales of a product, about 4 or 5 accounts are affected, but Excel will only record sales. For you to record other legs, it's going to take different steps. You're going to use different steps to be able to post the other step. For example, let's say after making a sales, you record your sales in Zoho Books or any accounting software. Any other accounting software. What happens is it will credit your sales, debit your receivables. If it is an item that has an inventory, automatically it will debit your cost of sales and credit inventory, all at the same time. If VAT is inclusive, if you have VAT included, VAT will also be posted to the proper account, proper record. At the same time, so with a single post, with just creating your invoice, you posted into every account that needed to be covered. That is why you cannot compare the use of Excel with the use of software when it comes to proper bookkeeping. So that is the essence of using software to track your books. So when you use Zoho, when you use accounting software, so all these are likely to be taken care of. Your sales management is easy. Your purchasing management is easy. Your bank reconciliation is taken easy. Your financial compliance, you're able to create a good financial compliance, you're able to calculate your tax and every other thing. Your multi-currency transactions, you're able to capture properly. And you have a journal, a chart of account, and a good reporting. So these are the parts of things that makes account software more recommended when it comes to proper bookkeeping. So if you are still the people who use Microsoft Excel for accounting, I think this is time for us to upgrade and perhaps move forward. And not all this software, not all of them are highly expensive. You can always get some as cheap as that. You can get some cheap software that can at least manage your finances. Let me quickly share something with us. So, sorry. Now, if you look at the pricing of Zoho Books, if you look at Zoho Books pricing, Zoho Books pricing, so you will see that you have the options to choose from as low as 3,600 naira per month. Which I think is good enough for small business. So you can choose as low as 3,600 per month, And if there is need for you to use billing and other things, then you can start with 7,600 per month. I think this should not kill a small business. This should not kill a small business that is that want to create that want to properly keep their record. So, and you can also do more by using the premium version and more and more. There are other versions that are more than this, which because today we are no longer we are not working on the Zoho books. We are actually learning on Zoho inventory. So we will not go deep into books. But for the purpose of our record keeping, I think this is worthy of sharing with us. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Then we are talking about Zoho inventory. But why are we talking about Zoho inventory at the same time we're talking about books? We were talking about Zoho inventory, but now we're also digressing into books. See, this is because inventory can stand alone. If you wish to buy Zoho inventory, the inventory alone can stand on its own. You can use Zoho inventory without any interference. But at the same time, this will manage your inventory, your sales, your purchases. All items, you can get the inventory reports properly, your sales report, your purchases report. But what about other ones? Expenses, bank reconciliation, your bank, your journals, and other ones like that. So that is the reason why when we are using Zoho books, it's always advisable to integrate with accounting software. Also, we have some people who also use there are a lot of inventory software out there, part of which you find it difficult to be able, at the point when you want to prepare your report, it becomes difficult integrating the software with accounting software. The inventory software will track your inventory, your sales, your purchases, your inventory. Everything will be properly kept. But now, it's time for you to generate financial report. Now, there is limited information in your software. Your expenses are not captured properly. No journal, no depreciation, nothing. So all those things will now create a bottleneck and now make you look as if you don't have software. So that is the reason why if you use the same software, integration becomes very easy. What do you just do? You just quickly go into whatsoever and integrate. If you look at this, if you look at Zoho books or inventory and go to settings, you can see integration down here, which means that you can quickly integrate with other apps. Zoho books, WhatsApp, sorry. You can easily integrate with other apps. Zoho apps, yeah. You have Zoho apps here. So clicking on this, you see a lot of applications you can connect with quickly. If you want to use those CRM, it's easy to connect your book to CRM. You don't need any third-party application, API to connect, and there's something failing you, the automation was about to connect. No, you can see Zoho people, Zoho project, Zoho sign, so Zoho billing, Zoho inventory, Zoho expenses, Zoho commerce. So it makes it easy for you to connect other things to your books. Same thing with inventory. So if you go to inventory also, you have the opportunity of connecting as many software as possible. So click on the Zoho app so you can connect your book easily. So if you are comfortable using Zoho inventory to start with, yeah, why don't you start with that? Now at the point of your reporting, then you connect your Zoho books. So it makes your life simpler and easier without much bottleneck on your part, or without even no bottleneck on your part. So that is why we're talking about what? Integrations. But it makes your sales, it integrates your sales, your purchases, and the rest. You can see your sales, your purchases, your inventory valuation, and your report. So everything you're able to integrate them together. Now, for those of us who are more who are not so small businesses and a bit big businesses or medium-sized businesses, there are a lot of Zoho products that we can also use the advantage of. One is Zoho Finance. Zoho Finance is not just Zoho Books alone. It involves some other, it's like you are buying a package, you are buying them together as a group. You are buying a group of software together at the same time, which include, okay, let me quickly open that and perhaps open the other one too. You can see the Zoho Finance gives you access to books, invoices, inventory, billing, expenses, checkout, and commerce. So you can get this with what? With Zoho Finance. This is Zoho Finance, and you can add, these are additional add-on if you want to add some other things to it. So you can get this. So this is per annum, and you are good to go. So same thing with the other one. For those who want more than Zoho Finance, there is what is called Zoho One. Zoho One gives you access to almost like 40 different products. About 40 products are under Zoho One, which means that with Zoho One, you can use as many Zoho products as possible. You can use as many Zoho products as possible. So you have about 40 products connecting what? To Zoho One, about 45 products, including books, inventory, CRM, projects, Zoho Mail, Zoho Click, and the rest. Zoho Sheet, and almost all Zoho products are into this. And these are bought per user. You can buy this per number of users. It means number of users you have will determine how much you pay. You can buy for 2 users, 3 users, 4 users, 10 users, as much as number of users that you want. So, and they will all have access to all these plans at the same time. So that is that on Zoho One and Zoho Finance for a relatively big businesses that need more than just Zoho Books. Now, let's move into today's business. Talk about Zoho Inventory. What is Zoho Inventory? What is Zoho Inventory? I think, can we make it more interactive? But it's like some people will not be able to unmute. Okay, let's use a chat box. What can we say without using the definition on the screen? What else can you say? What can you say about Zoho Inventory? Let's use the chat box. What else can you say about this? What else can you say about Zoho Inventory? Zoho Inventory. What can we say about Zoho Inventory? Okay. Let's use our chat box. Okay, a real-time inventory management. Great. Thank you. Who else again? It's an app used to coordinate stock taking and arranging it. Great job. Thank you very much. Let's keep it coming. Who else again? What can you say about Zoho Inventory or inventory software? Who else again? It's used for inventory management. Okay, thank you very much. So, all what we are saying are exactly what our inventory software do. And the Zoho Books does save for inventory monitoring, cloud-based stock management. Yes, thank you very much. Now, Zoho Inventory is a comprehensive cloud-based stock management solution designed for businesses that need to track product, manage warehouses. Note this: to track products, manage warehouses, and streamline order fulfillment efficiency. Imagine you have different warehouses and you have product in each of the warehouses. One of the good tools that you can use is what? Is Zoho Inventory. It can help you to manage your warehouses, at the same time keep your record in the proper shape. So businesses that we can use Zoho Books for: one, we have retail and point of sales. The point of sales they are here is not the POS where we withdraw money, not the POS money. No, we talk about where you do cash and carry businesses, like a pharmacy store, like supermarket, where you quickly you pay at the point of buying. That is called point of sales. It's at the stand. There's a stand where you pay and get your stock. Also, it's also used to connect with some other e-commerce businesses, including Zoho Commerce and the rest. This you have to do in connection with your IT person who's going to generate the API from one and connect to Zoho Inventory or Zoho Books. People who do wholesale businesses and distribution, buy parts of biscuits, buy part of Indomie, you sell tons of products. So you can also use Zoho Books and Zoho Inventory to manage your inventory. And there's some that do some little manufacturing. When you talk about light manufacturing, not a complex manufacturing process. Some simple manufacturing whereby you have ABC products and you move them to create one. Let me give you an example. For somebody who does maybe chin chin or donut, let's talk about donut. Somebody who sells donut, it has flour, it has egg, and it has sugar and other things. He knows that to produce an egg roll, going to use 1/4 of 1/4 kilograms of this, one egg, 20 grams of sugar, and the rest. So now it means that if he has stock, he should be able to know when he buy raw material into stock, but he's going to sell finished goods. He bought raw material into stock, but by the time he wants to sell, he's selling finished goods. How do you turn the raw material to finished goods? That is called light manufacturing. He bought flour, he bought sugar, he bought milk, bought vegetable oil, and the rest. But at the point of selling, he's selling donut, selling chin chin, selling buns, selling puff puff, and the rest, meat pie. That's what he's selling. But this was not what he bought. How do you convert from this raw product into finished goods? Zoho Inventory can also help you with that. And that is similar to what we have here also, where we have you have different kits. Somebody come into your salon to fix nail, to change hair, to do some things, and you're going to sell them together to him and charge your own fee. So how do you sell a particular? That's what is called kit. You can sell as a kit, as a complete kit, and you can sell as individual. So part of all this we are going to look at today. Okay, so let's move on. Now, in Zoho Inventory, so these are the modules that we can use in Zoho Inventory. We talk about the item management. Zoho can help you with this. The item management, you have your list of items, their prices, the tracking, the batch tracking, the what do you call it? the serial number, expiry date, all those things. Zoho can help you to track this. Also, we have what is called item group, whereby you have group items with different variations, size, colors. You have t-shirt, but t-shirt with different colors and the rest. You can also use Zoho books to help you with this. Then we have composite items. Like I just explained, bill of material, whereby you have some things together and you want to use it to produce a particular product. So you know what you have, and it will help you to track your raw material at the same time track your finished goods. Then item kits. We have kits whereby you bundle some things together. Let's use an electronic computer shops as a case study. You sell the desktop, mouse, mouse, monitor, CPU, keyboard. They are different products. You can sell them. You have opportunity of selling them differently, and you also have opportunity of selling them together as a kit. So this Zoho books, Zoho inventory can also help you with this. Then when you do stock taking, physical stock taking, you can also use inventory adjustment, or there's damage or whatever happened to your inventory. You can also use inventory adjustment. Also, warehouse management. Warehouse management, when you have different warehouses around, Zoho inventory can help you to manage your warehouses differently. And in fact, even given different rights to people managing different stores, so that somebody in store A cannot sell what you have in store B. What you have in store A cannot, somebody is staff of store A or warehouse A cannot sell product from what? From store B. The sales order, you can track your sales order from beginning to the end, up to delivery, your tracking of delivery and other things. Then the same thing with purchase order. We talk about assembly, component items, and assembly. When you have your component item, you use the component item to build what? Assemblies. You use that to produce, and this also work with sales order and purchase order. So I think with this, we'll get to the end of the introduction to Zoho books. Sorry, introduction to Zoho inventory. Now, let's move into the practical part of it. A minute. So I'm moving into the practical part of it. Let me share the screen again. So we look at everything step by step. Okay. So we want to look at the inventory structure and item structure in Zoho books. So if you have not created your Zoho books, you can quickly go back to the WhatsApp group and click on Zoho books. See the link to create account there. So that makes it easy for you to be able to follow along. With the class as we start the class. Now, when you come to the Zoho books, so this is a plain Zoho books, no item as of now, no groups, no inventory, no customer. So we are starting together on a plain ground. So I want everybody to focus and let's make it a rewarding learning experience. So on the home tab of Zoho books, these are what you have on Zoho inventory rather. Sorry. You have your dashboard. The dashboard will track your top selling items, amount, top stock item, sales by different channels, and you can see all sorts of things. And this dashboard can be modified based on what you need. This can be modified by you. So you can modify it as much as you like. Then you have the get started here. We get started. If you scroll down the get started, you have some videos that can guide you. You have some videos here that can guide you on how to set up your business on Zoho inventory. Then, please, can you mute, please? There's noise on somebody's background there. Please, let's remain muted. Okay. So we have recent updates. You can also go through this, and these are just news from Zoho. These are news from Zoho. You can also go through. Then the next thing we look at is items. Let's quickly go into items. You see that what we have here is item, and we have different items. We have items, composite items, and the price list. Now we're going to start with basic items. Now let's see how to create item in Zoho Books. So to create an item in Zoho Books, click on item, then select item, click on new item, I'm going to use, let me use, I think I have some things here. Let's just create a simple items from here. Okay, so we have this. Let's just use rice, 50 kg rice, as an example. Kg, the price, the selling price. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is it. The SKU means the 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 code that you use to identify each product. So that is what you use to identify each of the products. Can give it any name of your choice, the SKU. In this case now, we can call it rice 50. In our own case now, we're going to call it rice 50. So depend on your company and how you properly tag your item. Then the units. How do you sell? How do you monitor? What unit do you use to measure the Zoho your rice? You can use, let's use kg for now, kilogram. Your rice is measured in kilogram, and you're going to sell it in kilograms too. Now, these information are there if you want to track, if you want to put the sizes, all these ones, you can put them, the brand name, weight, and all these ones, you can put them. Now, what we are going now is we have the sellable and the purchasable. This product is possible as we sell. Some product, if you use some product to produce other products, you are going to uncheck this sellable. If the product you don't buy and you produce in-house, you only uncheck this sellable and the purchasable. So now, for now, we're going to use what? The selling price. Okay, let's see what the price we give here. We have the price of the 68.75. So we have 75,000. And the sales account, here you select, if you have your business, your company do different you sell different products, all your clients sell different products, and it has different account head: sales of food items, sales of electronics, sales of clothes. So you see that you're going to have different sales accounts. At this point, you select the sales account that is related to this product. The same thing goes to what? Your cost of goods sold. Do the same thing with the cost of goods sold. And down here, there's what is called track items. So I'm going to uncheck this for now. I'm not going to track this item. And what happens is that when you don't track items, it means that when you buy this item, the cost price will go straight to your cost of sales. Purchase rate. I think I put it, didn't I? Okay. 68,000. Save. What happened is that when you buy these items, it will not go into your inventory. So when you don't track your item, it goes straight to your cost. Let's quickly look at the example here. Let's look at this bill and create a bill for rice. So let's create a customer or a vendor we are buying from. We want to buy from Mr. Customer 1. The name is Customer 1. The name of the customer is what? Is Customer 1. Let's quickly look at it together. Sorry. Save. That's the name of the customer, Customer 1. Okay. Okay, so we have the bill number from the customer is 34 days. Then we'll have the bill date was yesterday. And what else again? We are buying what? Rice. Rice 50 kg. This is the rice we are buying from this, and you can see the cost account. Go to this cost and the rest. So let's click on save. The cost price is the total. Okay, how many are we buying? Let's buy like 10 quantities. We bought 10, and let's save as open invoice, open bill. Okay. So we've just bought this. If you go to your item list, you see that you don't have this. You don't have this. There's no quantity, because what? Because you did not check that small box. So that small box is very important. If you don't check it, and if you go to your reports and check your inventory reports, if you go to your inventory reports, inventory summary, you can see that you have nothing. There's nothing in your inventory. Now let's now go back and create another items. So when you buy something like this, it will become untrackable. You want me to track this, right? So now let's click on this and track this item now. Now I want to track the item. So we want each item we buy should go to this account called inventory assets, and we have 50 or anyone you like. I'm going to use this valuation method for now and save. Okay, after transaction cannot be saved, no problem. What I'm going to do now is let's clone this item. Let's clone the item to create another one. So we're going to say, going to call this one 25 kg. 25 kg rice, and this is rice 25. So we just created another rice now, and the price here is 40,000. Why the one here is 20,000? That is 35,000. So that's the price and the cost of sales. Now we want to track this item. Track item and use FIFO. Let's save this. Bam. Now we've just created another item now. Now let's go and make purchase now, this time around. Let's make purchase. And let's go back. Let's go to our purchase module. Click on bill. Click on new. Select. Let's buy from the same customer. Oh, sorry, vendor. I mean, the name should be vendor 1. Sorry about the name. Oh, I did the name so that it doesn't confuse us. Let me quickly do that. Leave this card. So it doesn't confuse us. Vendor 1. Vendor 1. That's the name of the vendor. So we just do that. So go to bill. Let's create a new bill. And we are buying from vendor 1. The bill number is 123. The date of supply is today. and it's going to payment terms is immediate of 15 days. To select all the information here, you put them in place. Now, what we are interested in for now is rice 25 kg. We are buying 20 of this, and we are not using, we are not created a tax for this, so we can create that later. We are not today. Let's click on this. Now you can see that we have new purchase. With this new purchase that we just made now, if you go back to your item list, click on item list now, you can see that we have stock on hand. We have stock on hand. So can you see the difference between when you uncheck the track inventory and when you don't track inventory? So you don't track your inventory, you find it difficult to track your inventory, and when you buy, it goes straight to your cost. If I go to my Zoho books, because I link them to my Zoho books, let me quickly look at my report and profit and loss. Go to profit and loss. You will see that the purchase that we made will appear in our profit and loss as cost of sales. Let me refresh this. That will go to cost straight away. What's the date? We should have it in our cost of sales this month. Purchases. Didn't I sync them? Okay, let me go to item and see if they are synced. You will see the item here. Oh, no item is showing. It means the two accounts are not synced. Okay, the two accounts are not synced. That's why we cannot see it. I'm going to do that before we leave today's class. Go to sync the two accounts together. Okay, that is that. So if you go back to your report now and see your inventory reports, inventory summary now, so you can see that in 20. Can I give you like 2 minutes? Let everybody also create their item. Create your item. Once you create your item, make sure you track it. Then create your bill. Once you get it, use the chat box and type get it. Type get it in the chat box. 2 minutes, only 2 minutes for that. 2 minutes for everybody. Click on get it. I'll type get it. Once you get it, 2 minutes, everyone. Let's try it out. Once you are done, just click on get it. Oh, sorry, type get it in the chat box. Select item, then click on new item, give it a name of your choice, and go on. I hope you can hear me clearly. So once you are done, type get it in the chat box. I want to see those who are practicing. And if you are just following and you are not practicing, type following in the chat box. Following. It means you are not with your system or you are not practicing with us. If you are not practicing with us, just type following in the chat box. Following in the chat box. If you are practicing with us, once you are done, type get it in the chat box. That is, you get it. Following. Get it. Well done. Following, okay. Following, sir. Okay, no problem. I can see people who get it and people who are also following. Okay, thank you very much. So this will help us to know where we are. So I will not be waiting for everybody to follow along to share their reports. Okay, so we have the item here, the item 2. So once we are done with this, now let's move on to the next item 2. Please, can you mute, please? There's somebody that's unmuted, please. Let's remain muted, everybody. When the time for question comes, we're going to make the question available to. We're going to open the chat for everybody to ask questions. Then we'll have item groups. Item groups. So this group, when you talk about item group, it is used to create multiple or variants of item, the same item. Let's click on this as an example. Let's use a t-shirt as an example. Okay, let me check if I have an example here for that item group. Okay, we have item group here. Let's look at this item group. The item group is picnic. Let's use this as example. And then you can put the description here as you like. Okay. The unit of measurement is gram. Right? Measurement is gram. So let's use gram here. Then manufacturer, information you would like it, you can put your information as you like. Now, the attribute here, the difference between them is sizes. Right? The difference in them is sizes. 170 gram, 400 gram, 900 grams. Right? You can come here on attributes. You can say, okay, the attribute is what? Size. Sizes. So on the sizes, we have what? We have 170 gram, comma. What diagram do we have again? 400 grams and 900 grams. So you can see that down here, Zoho Books has prepared my price listing for me. Now I already have 3 different products created automatically. So it means that now I can now do what? I can now input my SKU, the cost price of each one, selling price of each one, and that is all. Bam. So let's quickly fill in some of the information there. So PM 115, 400, 900. That is the SKU now with what? PM dash 170, PM 400, PM 900. So that is it. Then the cost price is what? 650, 1428. 650, 1400, 2800. Then the selling price per unit, we have 850, 1835. 850, 1800, 3500. That is it. this one in red, they are compulsory. Other information here, they are optional. If you like, you input them. If you like, you don't input them. So these are optional information. Now, what sales account would this go to? Sales of what? You are going to select your sales account. Your cost of goods sold account, you select it. And your inventory account, you also select it. Is it inventory of raw material, finished good, or whatever? So you select that and you save. You save. Bam. So we've created group now. We just created this group. So if you go back to your item list now, now we have 3 items created. There are 3 items, but they belong to the same group. So that is how to create item groups. No, somebody said we should name provision. No, you can't name it provision. There are a lot of products under provisions. Provision is not a product. It's not a name. It's not a product. Provision is a general name. So you can have picnic, bonfita. Each of them has different this. Get me? Okay, that is good because if you say provisions, how many products are you going to put under provisions? How many products? That will not work. I think you get that. Product under provision will be too many. Will be too many. So okay. Please, are we getting the recording? Are we getting the recorded video? You get the recording video on request, not for everyone. It's going to be released on request only. Then can Zoho inventory and Zoho books be used in an engineering company? Yes, to some extent. You know, you have to explain how your operation works, and we look at it together to see how it can work. So you can use it to manage your this thing. But the area where it's not likely to help out is the Zoho project. The project you might need to even join project with it, so you'll be able to track your project completely. So it means that inventory, books, and project. So we need project to be able to for them to be able to sync properly. Are you going to get the recorded lecture? I think I've answered that. Can we load item instead of input one by one? Yes. There's a question, a very good question here. You have a long list. For example, an existing company. The company is already in existence. And you have like 150 different products or 600 products in your shops. You have the opening balances and everything. Are we going to be creating it one by one like this? That's a very fantastic question. No, we are not going to do that. When you go to your item list, on the top right here, can you see a 3 dots here? Click on these 3 dots and click on import. So this gives you opportunity to import your list. Click on import list, then you can generate a sample file from here. This sample file, you now use to format your inventory. The name, the inventory name, the item names, the SKU, that is the different tag for each of them. Sales description, if that's not compulsory. Then your sales price, is it returnable? Then the brand, can you mute please? Then, so any information that you have from here, some of them are not compulsory. So you skip those ones if you don't have them. Just look around. We have goods or services. Which account, sales account will it go to? Unit of measurement. So by the time you put everything under its column, put everything under the column, then you can go back and import. You choose the file and you use that to upload the list, the entire list, into your system. So you just continue, and you bring everything into your system. Next, and the rest. So that is how that is. Please, can you mute, please? That are you doing? Okay. So that is how you go to import your item into list. So the same thing with the groups too. You can also import groups. You can import groups into the system also. So just follow the same way I explained, and you do that. Now, I think I've answered all the questions for now. Let me check again. Cost of getting that recorded version, you get. I will drop that in the group chat, the WhatsApp group. Okay, I think that's good. So we can move on. Okay, now the next thing we're going to look at is back to the inventory groups. Groups. No. For new items. I think next one I want to look at is the composite items. Are we on inventory? Okay, let me come here, and I think I need to enable advanced inventory. Sorry. Okay, if items. Okay, now there's something here I would like to quickly show us. You can see that what I'm using currently is a Zoho Premium. So I have to connect my Zoho inventory to it to work together. But it's also possible that with your Zoho, you can also upgrade. There is what is called Zoho Elite. Where is the pricing? Where is Zoho pricing? There's what is called Elite. Elite has advanced inventory. Let me click on compare all plans. This one, you can see that from here, this is what we have before. These two will support your advanced inventory. Let's scroll down and see them. You can see we have down here. Scroll down. When we get to advanced inventory, you will see what I'm talking about. Click on advanced inventory. So there are a lot of things that you can do with premium that you cannot do with you can do with elite. When it comes to inventory, you can see there is no warehouse management here. Composite items, not here. Tracking serial numbers, you can see all sorts of things that are not here. But if you buy, instead of buying inventory software separate and buying QuickBooks software, Zoho book software separate, and when you check the price, Zoho inventory price, if you check the prices and compare it, you see that it's going to give you almost the same thing at the end of the day. You can see this is a standard price, and each of them has their own limitation. This can track up to 2 locations. This can track up to 3 locations, 3,000 orders per month, 500 orders per month maximum. So depending on the size of your business and what you manage, that will determine what you're going to use. Now, let's quickly go back to this now, and let's see how you can migrate. I want to change my trial plan now. And this time around, I will use what? I need to use Elite. So it means that when I change to Elite, I don't need to go to my Zoho books again, Zoho inventory again. From inside my Zoho books, I can do everything. You can see that inside my Zoho books now, I now have advanced inventory. Inside my Zoho books, I have inventory now. I have sales. I can do everything I like inside what? Inside my what? My advanced inventory. So if you go back to settings there, you can see advanced inventory tracking. So just check this. If you want to check, if you are a business, if you are a business that use serial number tracking, just come here and check your advanced, just check your what? You also have it here too. Leave, you have tracking. You have advanced inventory tracking. You can also do the same thing here. You can enable serial number. It means that each product, you want each product to be able to track serial number. And you can also do batch tracking also. You can do batch tracking. So you can allow duplicate batch number that can be added to stock when returned. Then you can save this. So those are some of the settings you need to put in place depending on the need of your businesses. Okay. Now let's look at sales order and see how packages work. Let's see how packages work. So I'm going to click on the sales order. We have another, and you can see the workflow of order from here. When you create a sales order, you can convert this order to what? Confirm sales order, convert to sales order from sales order to invoices. You can convert it to purchase order. When it's, you can see all sorts of things there. So let's click on this and see how sales order works in Zoho inventory. So let's click a customer now that is buying from us. We have a vendor already, and customer 1, 2. That's the name of our first customer. I'm going to save this. Okay, so this is the one. Then we have the date. Today's date is there. Any date of your choice you can put. Now we are selling. What do we have in our store? We have 0 of this. Let's sell this that we have. I'm going to sell just 5 of this. We are selling at this rate, which is 40,000. Then no discount, no adjustment, nothing. Just save and send. When you save and send, it means that you want to send it to your client. So click on save and send. It will take you to an email page whereby you can now put the email of the customer and add other information. You can edit this, and this is the attachment. You can see the attachment PDF attached. Then you send to the client. On the other way around, you can just mark as draft, then come here to print as PDF. You can download as PDF and send the PDF to the client. You can send the PDF to your client. Where is it? So this can be modified as you want it. Then you can see this, so you send it to your client and it will review it. After getting this customer can now give you approval, so mark it. Now after the approval, you can say, okay, you can convert this to purchase order. If you need to purchase the material, you don't have it in store, you can use this to create your purchase order. You can use this to create what? Your purchase order. Also, you can use this to create your invoice. You can convert it to invoice. You can convert to invoice. Also, you can also create package or shipment. You cannot create a package. You can create a package, and you can say the package slip can be PSC1. Okay, PSC1. We are delivering this. If what you are delivering is not up to what was ordered, you can put the amount you want to deliver. You're going to put it here, and you save. So that is it. That is the order. So we have this is subject to this same order now, and this package also can also be tracked. Right? Let's see the package itself. The package itself can be shipped. So you can either ship it manually or via any other carrier. So let's ship manually, and then once you get that the person has gotten it, the manual or down for whatever. So shipment already delivered. Then what time and what date? Select that. Then you save. So it means this order. So if you go back to the sales order now, the order has been shipped, but we still have only one left on it. So this order has been shipped and delivered. Now you can create invoice from this order, sales order. You can create invoice from it, convert to invoice. You can create an invoice to customer one and put everything in place. So the quantity order is for invoice. We have not invoiced anything at all before. The package item is for. The quantity we want to invoice is for. Let's do our invoice. So now this is the invoicing we are raising now for the first time. Let's save this and perhaps let's send. Sorry, cancel send. Let's just save as draft and mark as sent. Now we have our first invoice ready also. It's as simple as that. So if you go back to your sales now, see your invoices now, so you can seal this as your invoice. So these are first invoices. Okay. Please, are you hearing me properly? Can you confirm you can hear me? Can you confirm you can hear me? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, on both ends. What about Zoho Books? Okay, thank you very much. Yes. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, so that is how to create that. Now, the next thing we are looking at is composite items. Why is it not showing? Why not giving me the composite items here? Okay, let's quickly look at that from here. What is called composite items? But it's like the two accounts are not syncing. No problem. Not syncing. Let's click on let's see what is called composite items. So before we create composite items, we are going to create like 3 items first. Let's create like 3 items. We'll now use it as a composite items together. Let's look at it. Composite items. Let me look at this. I think I have some things here. Let's say we have, we want to produce small chop tray and we need flour. We want to use flour 1 kg. So we need to create flour first. Flour. And it's going to be in kg. In kg, yes. Put this in kg. What price are we going to put on this? Is there any price here? anything here. Okay, we don't have anything here. I've just used like that. Let's just put an hypothetical prices there. Okay, so we have flour. The flour is selling price is okay. We are not selling flour. In our case, we are not selling flour. We are buying. Let's say we are not okay. Let's put the selling price there. I will explain why this can also be helpful in a way. Let's say we are selling at 2.3 per kilogram. We are buying at 2,000 per kilogram. That is selling price. Even though we are not selling it, then we have this select inventory account. Now you can see that we now have, because we want to create composite items now. You can see that we now have finished goods, work in progress, and this and inventory. So this is raw material for now. I'm going to use Vivo, and let's just save this. Let's save this. Let's save this. Then let's create another item again. Another item again. Let's create what again do we need? Cooking oil. That is the liters. Cooking oil. Cooking oil. Cooking oil. This is bought in liters. And that's okay. We buy 50 liters. Let's call it 50 kg or 5 liters. Liters. Let's stay by that. So the selling price is 15,000. The cost price is 12,000. And we want to track the item. Let's go to what? Inventory of asset from material and the FIFO. Same also. Then we save. Then what other thing again do we need? We want to use like chili. Then we have sugar, 1 kg. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Oh God, sorry. Sugar is in let's say in grams or kg. Either way. Okay, so let's say per kilogram of sugar, call it 1,000, and we buy at 900. This is our cost per and selling price. Track items and 50. So I think we all know what is called the other point. The other point is the point at which you want to reorder when this thing remains small. When it remains like is it 5 units? Or when it remains like 4? Or when it remains like 200? So it depends on the product and how it is managed. So we have this, and the last one is pack, the carton box or bottle or plastic, anything you use to pack it. On this, we have carton box pieces in units, in pieces or in unit, anyone you like. So this is just one. Selling price is 25 naira and cost is 20 naira. That is direct cost. Track the item, inventory, the save. If there is associated, let's say there's an associated cost service also. Let's add some service, uh, frying cost or electricity cost or anything you want to add. You can just go ahead and add some things to it. Or packaging cost. And let's say per unit, you just put some things there, 20, and we don't purchase this service. Okay, we don't track this. Let's see how that works out. So we have, this is what we use to create a product. Now let's go composite item now. Click on composite item, and down here you can see new item. We are creating, what is the name of what we are creating now? Small chops tray. This is the item we want to produce. Then you come to this place and click on what? This. You have two options. Is it assembly or kits? Assembly means that you are combining them into single item. Kit items mean that you are selling you are merging different things together to create. You are selling them as they are individual items, but you want to sell them as a kit, as a complete package. Okay, so they are going to do this on pieces. We sell this in pieces. Now, how do we create this? How do we create this small shop tray? So come to item details there. We need flour. How many flour do you need? Then you come, okay, we're going to use 1 kg flour. And let's say, okay, we're going to 10 trays. We're going to produce 10 trays. Okay, we're going to produce that. Now, remember that to produce 1 unit of this, we are not going to use a whole kilogram in this case. Let's say in our case, we don't use a whole kilogram. We're going to use, let's say, like 50 grams. That is 0.005. Am I right? So that means the cost of a flour that will be used in this case is what? Is 11.5. Or let's make it 11.5. Let's make it this 0.5. There is the cost. Then how many sugar? How many sugar are we going to use? And we'll have the sugar that will go to this is like 0.015. When we know how much we'll finish, like 10 tray, we can divide it to know if you use 1 kg, how many are you going to produce? So you can divide the price, the quantity by per unit. Then what again here? Cooking oil. Let's say what we're going to this to frying like 100. We know how much oil we're going to consume. Now to fry this like 0.001. Doesn't take much of that. And you can see the cost. Then you can add services. So one thing is that you can see on both sides we have selling price, the cost of this selling price, and we have cost price there. So let me add services down here. The cost, other costs that also with it, we talk about frying cost. Didn't we save the frying cost? I think we saved that. Services frying. We save it. Not bringing anything out. Okay, no problem. If it's not saved, we can use this. We said is 20 naira per unit. Then we scroll down. We don't track this, save. You cannot create a sales item, only you have several users to track. Okay. Let's just put something there. The cost of that service. Cost of service and the selling price and services. Okay, so we save this. Now, so we can see the cost of this and the cost. So you can add as many costs as possible to it. Now, how much are you going? What's the cost price for this product? You can now come here and copy from the total. This is the cost price. 125 plus 20. So the system will generate the cost price for you. Same thing, your selling price. Or you can manually say, okay, no, we are selling at 400 naira. This is our selling price. So you select the account that this will go into, and this will go into, and the cost, the account here is going to be what? Finished goods. So you select FIFO and you save. Now, to create this item, now we know what we have to create this item. So when next we want to build this item now, but we don't have enough material here. Let's come to items and select this item, click on build assemblies, create assemblies. What we have done before is we have created a template down. But when you want to build now, you can come here and click assembly, or you click assembly from here. Now we want to produce hundreds of this product. Assembly, what's today's date? 13 small chops, 13 December. This for today. Want to produce for today. We are producing 100. Can you see now? The system automatically will generate how many do we need? We need 5 kilograms of this. We need 1.5 kilograms of this. We need this, but it's telling us that we don't have enough. By the time you conclude this, you click on build. From your balances, the system will have deducted, when you produce 100, the system will have deducted 5 kilograms from your flour, 1.5 kilograms from your sugar, and this from this. So at the end of the day, you see the balances will reduce by production only. So with that, you cannot go ahead and start selling this product with what you have in your store. So now this shows that we have how many? The assembly one now. We have we've not we have total consume. We have used 5 kilograms of this, of this, and that. So if you go back to your sales now and you want to sell on your invoices now, you can now select that item. That item is now available for you to select. Go to new customer. Customer 2. And then scroll down. I think I select wrong company. I don't know why they are not syncing together. I think I select wrong company. So if you scroll down here, you can now see that we have small chops. We have 100 at hands. 100 is 400. So how many are we selling? Somebody is buying 5. 2,000 naira. Just save. Draft. And mark as sent. That is it. From. That is how to create composite item. Yeah. Can a distribution sales outlet or bottling company and authority use software? Yes, you can use it very well. You can use it. You can use software very well. Okay. What again here? Yes, we can hear you. Thank you very much. Okay, so now you can see that when we create item, it will reduce. If you go back to the inventory, remember we don't have this enough material, but because we said we should assemble, the system has assembled it for us. Let's now see what happened to our inventory report. Let's go to our inventory report and see what has happened. Something has happened to our inventory. It means that we already have minus, negative items. We should have negative items in those reports. We already have negative items in those reports. It means that when we buy item now, this is going to reduce our items because we have used them, even though we don't have it in our system. Also, in your settings, you can also set it in a way that you don't want negative items. It means that when you don't have item, you cannot build until what? Until you have the item. Let's see that. Let's see 0. items. Sorry, zero. Go back to this again. Go back to settings. Say zero. Prevent zero stock. When you check this box, what is it? Prevent stock from below zero. It means that when you have something like this, you cannot go into minus. Right? You cannot go into minus. Negative. We already have negative in the result. Yeah. So when you uncheck that, when you check that box, it means that you cannot what? You cannot go below zero. So when you have that, your system will reject it and will not build material for you. But if you uncheck it, it will allow you to build up to negative items. Oh, we have 20 minutes. Good. Then let's look at one or two things again before we call it a day, or one thing. Let's look at one more thing. Okay, I think we talk about tracking here. Item advanced tracking. Did we check this? Let's talk about serial number tracking. Okay, it's mandatory. Let's see. Let's save this. Let's go back now and create an item. Let's create a new item now. So I think the system is now syncing now. These are what we created before. I think the whole thing are now syncing. I was surprised. Why is not syncing before? You can see that we now have everything here. Okay, let's quickly click a new item now. And I think I have an item here. Serial number. Up here, we have item. That is Android smartphone. That is the name of the item, or Techno Spark. Techno Spark. And the SKU. What is the SKU here? Okay, Spark 10. Okay. Sorry, no verse. Spark 10. You can put the image. You can add the image if you like into it. And let's just see what we want to do here. What I'm interested in is not image now. The cost is 95. Selling is 120. The cost price is 95. Oh, 95. We track this item, and that is an inventory item, and do this. Down here, we have track serial number, right? Can track the serial number, and we save. So we've just created this item now. Enter the unit, okay, pieces or units. And we save. Okay, so we've just created an item now, which is a Techno Spark. Let's buy this item. Go to purchases and let's click on the bill. Create a new bill. And the vendor, why is that vendor 1? Is it vendor 2? Okay, so you select the bill number and the date on the bill, the account payable, whatsoever, everything is there. Then we'll come here and pick the item, Techno Spark. Now, this is it. We are buying how many? We are buying 5. You can see add serial number now. This is where you're going to add serial number for each of them. Right? So let's copy them. One comma. Let me see if I can add all. Oh. Doesn't work. Fine. Okay, good. Save. So each of them now has their own what? Their serial number. 5 serial numbers added. So save as draft or save as open. Convert to open. So we have this bill now due for payment. So with this now, when we are selling, we can now select which item we are selling at the point of selling also. And we can sell by what? By serial number. So that the system will track the serial number for us. So let's select this. The customer 2 is coming. And then you can scroll down. And let's pick the Techno Spark. Techno Spark. And which one are we selling? Now to select the number. Select this and save. We are selling only one. Once the number selected and save. Now I sent. Okay, so one good thing about all this thing we are doing is that if you scroll down on this invoice, okay, it's still loading. Click on this invoice and scroll down. You can quickly see what journal has been posted. When you post anything in Zoho Books, you can see the journal without having to click on anything to see the journal. Just scroll down, you will see the journal here. Let's go to the other one again. I think it should be ready by now. Okay, you can see the journal ready. Account receivable, sales, cost of goods sold, and inventory asset. And you can see your serial number here. This is TechnoSpark, this is the number we sold. So if the customer comes back and trying to do other things, the same way we can track serial number, you can also go and try the batch number too. You don't have time again for that. You can go back and also see the track the. So in short, we've seen how to create item in Zoho Books, how to create item groups, how to build assembly by combining things together to produce another product. And we've also seen how to track batch items, how to track serial number. If you want to use batch item, it means you're going to track the expiry date. If you are into a product that expire, you can track expiry date by using the batch tracking in your Zoho Books. So, and I think we can quickly let's just look at some reports that we might have here. We compare our profit and loss now. So you can see the invoices we've raised. Here you can see our direct cost. And if you have expenses, we don't have any expenses for now. We don't also create banks. And let's see the balance sheet also. Let's see our balance sheet also. And you can see our balance sheet here. Receivable account, we didn't receive any money. Our inventory account is there. The finished goods account is there. And you can see what's happening. Our payable account and our profitability. Okay, let's go to inventory. You can see your inventory report also. Inventory summary is there. You can see the inventory summary. And you can see sorry. Let's go back again. Let's see the inventory by. We see that number, right? Tracking. Let's see. Lot tracking. No, we don't use lot tracking. Can you see the inventory? Quantity remain in store for our inventory, vendor 2, purchases, assemblies. You can see. So that's our report. You can see your Zoho Books. So from the sales report down to the last one. So I think we get to the end of today's class. So let's we can now you can now unmute. If you have questions, just raise up your hand. You will be given the opportunity to unmute and talk to us. Thank you very much for your time. Question? Time for question now. If you have question, you can raise up your hand. Let me also read the chat. There are some questions in the chat. Mr. Aliagu, Dr. Aliagu, go ahead with your question, please. Okay, is this your question? Can this package incorporate total finance process, purchases, sales? Yes, you can see what I think I've just shown you that from the report. So you can see all sorts of reports you can make from here. You have your sales report, sorry. Let's scroll up. You can see your sales report, your general ledger, everything you can see there here. Profit and loss, cash flow statement, balance sheet, your forecast, your sales by customer, sales by item, sales return. So your sales. So you can see a lot of report, and you can customize your report based on weekly or whatsoever. Quickly, let me look at one here. Let's see sales by item. Sales by item. So you can see that I want this week only. You can just run the report for weekly report, and you get your report per week. I think that answered your question, Dr. Aliagu. Who else again? Any question? When are you going to do training on Zoho, Sage, and Zero? We will communicate that. Somebody is asking when I'm going to do training, paid training on Zoho. When we have paid training, I will let you know. When we have full paid training. Depend on the kind of manufacturing you are doing. If it's a simple manufacturing, yes, it can be used. But if it's a complex manufacturing, no, you have to go for ERP. This is accounting software, really. Accounting software and manufacturing, not really a manufacturing software. But if it's something like the sample I just gave now, you had some material and you get finished goods. If they're straightforward, like you produce pattern chips, you buy clothes and you sell garments, all those things, you can still use it to generate those ones. Salon where you sell wig, sell this and that, and you sell in package to silver, it can handle all those ones. Okay, thank you very much too. May God increase you in knowledge, and you too. You're welcome. Okay, I think we don't have any more. We don't have much question again, so we can. I think we can. You have a question? Who is that? Hello. Okay. You have. Go ahead. I think I answered the question. You have another question, right? Okay, sir. Okay. 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 Thank you very much. Like I said to the last, I just responded to something recently. This is accounting software. What it helps you to track, it helps you to track your VAT. You can create your VAT. It helps you to track your payables, and when you make payment, it you can see the journal. Your GL for tax is properly managed. You can also use it to track your withholding taxes too. Are you getting me? You can use to track your withholding taxes very well. Your GL properly kept. Then, with regard to your payee, payee has to be manually created and posted into Zoho books. It doesn't have, there's no payroll software here. And Zoho has the payroll software, but Nigeria has not been included in their payroll system. So we cannot use their payroll for now. But you are going to create your payroll in Excel and post it into this. Then you can be able to track all your payables, payee paid, and every other tax you need to pay. And with regard to CIT also, the CIT has to be created. You have to compute your CIT and post it into your Zoho books. Zoho cannot compute your CIT for you. You're welcome. Go ahead. Yes, you can use it for asset register. If you come to accounting here, let me check here. Fixed asset. You can see we have fixed asset enabled. When you enable it, it will be active. We're going to see it now. Let me see it. So you can see it. You can manage your asset register for you. And then by the time you start your asset register on monthly basis, the software will be the one to generate your depreciation, either monthly or weekly or as scheduled. You can now see it here now. Here is it. Fixed asset. Start tracking your fixed asset. Yeah, thank you very much too for taking your time to attend this class. Okay. Okay. No problem. We can talk. We can always talk on my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp is available. And then like margin or markup when fixing the selling price. No, we didn't use markup or margin. Somebody has a question. We didn't use markup or margin. We use markup or margin when actually, okay, when you are creating your item, if you put markup there, you use that markup to generate the selling price, and that will use to get that. But what we did is just to use the manual whatever. And also when you carry out you spend money on behalf of your client and it's billable expenses, we can use markup to also get your money back on that. Yes. Then what about that? I think I've answered this one. When creating invoice for customer who is paying later or paid or part paid, how do we enter that? Okay. Yes. The invoice in by default, invoices are expected to be paid later. When you click on invoice, it's going to pay. These are unpaid invoices. Okay, so when the person pay, click on it and click on record payment. This is Zoho books, but I will do that. It's paying, let's say this one is paying 100,000 based on the question the person asked. The person pay 100,000. And if there's withholding tax, you check this. How much is it withholding? It's withholding 10,000 as example. Let's say 10,000 is withholding 10,000 or 1,000 withholding tax. What account will this go into? That will go to, you select the account. I've not enabled the account yet, so I'm just use this account temporarily now to explain this. Then which account is taking the money? The money is going to which account? You select the account that is with the money and save as paid. The moment you save as paid, so you can see that this is now showing partly paid. So that's how to use when you saw a customer part paid. And when you come down here, you can see the amount payable. Now it's 19,000 naira payable from the customer. I think I answered your question, Adewale. That is how Zoho books help you to track your variables. Okay, thank you very much for your time. So we'll continue the discussion in the group, in the WhatsApp group. I appreciate everyone for making it a success. So if you have any questions, you can ask in the group. And regarding the recordings, I want the recording to be on request, but my other thing, we're already thinking on what to do, and we'll get back to you in the group as soon as possible. Thank you very much for making it a success. Goodbye. You too. Okay, sir. Welcome. Thank you very much too. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.